Welcome to the Care for Kūpuna podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished Kūpunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a Kūpuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for Kūpuna. Welcome to this week's episode of Care for Kūpuna, where we care for Kūpuna. I'm Trina.
And I'm Lonnie.
And we are your Kūpuna Care Girls. Today we have our trusted partner, Mamaki Memory, Mike Nakamura. Mike, you have a great story. Why don't you share with us? You moved here in 2018 after years of searching for the right place in Hawaii.
Yeah, we had looked for a very long time, ever since 2005. And it was never just the right timing. And then finally we got here in 2018. We bought a rundown old plantation property, but it had very good energy. And so we rehabbed everything, the farm, the house, the structures, and kind of got to work.
Nice.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about the farm. What do you grow in relation to Mamaki tea? And we know how it helps with brain function. And, what does Mamaki Memory, what makes it different?
Okay, so, when I first got here, I've always had interest in tea. I wanted to, I've always had an interest in tea. And so when I got here, I learned about Mamaki tea. And it was kind of interesting. A lot of people didn't actually know about Mamaki, but it's an endemic plant of Hawaii, only grows in Hawaii. And did some research and found that it was good for all kinds of things, calm and focus, kind of like a green tea, but no caffeine. Good for regulating blood sugar, which I use all the time when I'm sweating out in the farm, in the field. It does a great job with that. And it's been used for hundreds of years by local Hawaiian folks who, for all kinds of things, even, mothers and their children, the fruits, would use it for all types of things. So it's a very powerful plant. It's endemic, and it's a very special plant.
That's good. Yeah, it is. And I love it too. So in April 23, you did something amazing. You sent the Mamaki tea to a university lab in Japan. What was the outcome of that?
Yeah, so, we had been giving the tea to some folks, friends and family who were having some cognitive and brain issues. And so, and they reported that, oh, wow, the tea helped them. So I sent Mamaki tea leaves to Japan. And they did a study at a university laboratory, and the results came out quite exciting. Yeah.
There's some information that you can share about the product.
Well, initially the tests came out, they were quite extensive and done on mice, as most tests are initially, and found that the memory of the mice 100% improved. These mice all actually had were classified as dementia animals, and so their memory, short-term memory, increased. And interestingly enough, there were some actually parts of the brain that was regenerative, the frontal lobes, which is something that normally doesn't happen with any kind of support product.
Wow.
I can say that. So we knew it was quite something. I immediately started taking the supplement of our own proprietary blend. And honestly, every day I take it, I have better recall because I actually did kind of hurt my noggin a little bit working out in the farm. I didn't hydrate well enough for the first couple of years that I was working out in the farm. So hot, just going and not hydrating. And I know I hurt my brain a little bit. So I actually take it every day. And we've got a lot of friends and family that are taking it every day now as well. And everybody reports positive benefits. Yeah.
That's awesome. So right now you're doing, do you have a story you want to share? Right now you have the tea or the supplement actually going to different people.
Yep.
Has there been like significant results from it?
Yeah, everybody that we actually had a small test group do a cognitive test, and 100% of the participants improved after 7 days. So we want to offer that up to that type of program to our Kūpuna as well when we get rolling. We'll let them measure their own progress and give their own testimony, because that's the best. You know, we're not looking to do a hard sell across all, kinds of marketing channels. This is a local issue to start with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we would love to try that too.
Yes.
to improve our memory. Speaking of giveaways, so share with us what's at this expo, what you're giving away.
Yeah, so we plan to go to the Young at Heart Expo on Oahu, Blaisdell Center, October 4th and 5th. We have a booth. Come see us. We're not going to give away product at that expo. What we're going to do is we're going to educate people about the product, the benefits, potential benefits. We're going to sign people up. And when the product's in about a month, we'll send it out free of charge. We may ask for small shipping and handling, but we want to be able to give it away. We want, they have to be a resident of Hawaii, ideally over 55, but, we're not going to be real stringent with that. But we want to give it away. We want people to experience it. It's important. When I went to Japan myself, I also last year, for the first time to trace my heritage, I found out for the first time about my great-great-great-grandfather, Kūpuna Nakamura. He was a famous herbalist in Japan during the Edo period. And he was all about local plants for local people, for local health. And I want to honor that. I feel like all of these things lined up, the research that was done in Japan, my great-great-great-grandfather, famous herbalist. I'm now a farmer. We grow, probably 30, 40 products on the farm that actually could be used for tea, because, herbal tea can come from all kinds of plants, fruits, and vegetables. So these are local plants for local people, for local health. That was my ancestors' mantra. And that's what's driving at this point, this whole movement.
That's great. That. Yeah. And thank you for sharing this information with our listeners and the Kūpuna, especially when it comes to brain health. So thank you so much, Mike. Before we end our episode, we'd like to end with a joke or a quote. And today I have, growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. So we're young at heart. So thank you to our listeners for joining us on another episode of Care for Kūpuna, where aloha meets wisdom, one podcast at a time. Until next time, ahui ho.
Ahui ho.
Ahui ho.
Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Care for Kūpuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished Kūpunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcast go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.carewithak4kupuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Care for Kūpuna with a K. Join the Care for Kūpuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kūpuna.